Hello, everybody. How's it going? We are back. Another episode of Fair Fight Radio podcast. Here again with the boys.
Yeah.
What's going on, fellas? How you doing?
We're back.
We're back, and it's, man.
From a retarded hiatus.
It's been,
Some
a
bullshit's
week.
just been happening, but, you know,
Yeah.
it is what
Our
it
house
is.
has been under assault. I've been burgled.
Fair Fight Studios is popping off right now. I don't know what's going on.
My car was nefariously snookered by a ne'er-do-well in the middle of the night.
In the middle of the rain?
In the middle of the pouring rain.
Yeah, somebody.
Someone stole my car.
I don't know what kind of neighborhood. I mean, I don't even think it looks perfectly normal, but it's like, how does somebody walk around with a jack and all of the perfect tools to steal your
catalytic
converter?
Apparently, the Honda Element and the Toyota Prius are the two most valuable catalytic converters on the market.
Somebody.
I looked into this. My car is a mark, apparently. It's the reason why there's my car parked. Literally, my car is the cheapest car on the block, parked between two Mercedes, an Infiniti, and a Mustang. My car gets robbed.
That sucks, buddy. Sorry about that.
It's probably because it was like an easy target. You know?
It's because the Prius, the fine Toyota engineering, they use palladium, platinum, mobidium.
Did you ever think maybe somebody hates you?
Yeah. God.
Well, could be that.
We also attended a local event, a combat night. I took something on the order of 3,000 photos, entirely too many to post. I will condense them into a video montage thing that'll be going up.
We haven't done an episode since then. I didn't really think about that.
No, the combat night thing, we should probably maybe do a separate thing because that's hyper local to Jacksonville.
Yeah, that was a fun time though. I really enjoyed.
It was an amazing
The venue was cool. Lots of energy, like there should be.
But while we were focused on that, the rest of the world was simultaneously watching.
It was the same night.
It
Logan
was the
Paul.
Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, Logan Paul. No, Logan. Well, yeah, Rosenstrike was also fighting Sakai, and Logan Paul, Floyd Mayweather, in their epic exhibition bout.
You're right. The penultimate fight of all of boxing.
Yeah.
The pinnacle of the sport.
The main event of the first. I don't know how long it's been since a boxing. Probably since Conor, since a boxing fight sold 1 million pay-per-views.
One of those things where
it's always a Floyd fight that will make that kind of number.
It's true.
Yeah. Like Canelo, sadly, will never make those numbers. Like
Wilder Fury may. Part 3. They may do it.
It may.
Yeah.
Sort of like when you saw like Mr. Hands happen, and you're like, do we have to put that in the history book? And it's like,
it's not actually going to be recorded because of what it was, due to the exhibition and the lack of a commission and all that. So it's not actually recorded. So Floyd is still 50-0, but you can just say on social media 51-0, and of course whatever's on social media people believe, but not technically no, he's not. So
it's just so odd where we at, what kind of world we live in.
Yeah, everything's there's like a.
It's like you look at all that Floyd has gone through, and it's like, this is what he's ending it with. This is his last fight. Like, he's not fighting nobody else. Like,
I don't think it's a bad idea, honestly. He's
to fight again, or
to fight the easiest fights he can get at the end of his career and make a shit ton of money.
Like a recordless fight, like not recordless,
winless,
like winless, yeah,
winless.
Worse than a recordless fighter is winless.
do you guys want the numbers?
And he went all 8 rounds. Numbers on what?
Logan Paul was paid $275,000 directly by the Fight Commission, and he was guaranteed 10% of the pay-per-view sales, so he was given an additional $5 million bonus on top of that. In the run-up to the event, Mayweather made approximately $50 million off of endorsements, speaking events, and public promotions. And then Mayweather made an additional $35 million off of winning the bag and winning the pay-per-view. Winning.
I saw something reported like upwards of $150 million for him.
Definitely, like, it's insane.
Yeah,
it's so
like money Mayweather is like bigger than Showtime.
It's like
a
a
TMT, like apparently. So
it's
So we can say he's overpaid, right?
It's insane.
I don't think Floyd's overpaid. He's the greatest of all time. I think Paul's overpaid, dude. I think Paul is over-recognized, man. Like, what the fuck are we... Like... And it was a boring fight, man. What did you guys think of the fight? I thought it was personally, like, not really.
Yeah,
it was
exciting.
An eventless... Like, I thought we were going to see possibly something crazy after what Jake's done, at least. But, no, like, it's never... Nothing really happened.
What do you think of the word in the family that Jake's the better boxer between the two of them?
It's just annoying because Jake, like, just that there's nobody, a toddler could judge that fucking fight and could clearly see, like, Mayweather, like, clearly won.
Well, on that point, I would say the little bit I do know about striking, Jake is definitely the superior boxer to Logan. Yeah. Like, just going on, their technique and everything, Jake's footwork is actually not bad.
He's actually more technical, if you could say that.
Logan is not a good boxer from what I saw in that fight at all.
So we weren't, because it was every man for themselves trying to find a stream of this damn thing.
Yeah, it was hard.
So we were all on our phones. We were all in our own. I was on Twitter. Some people were on Reddit. Some people were.
Floyd definitely paid more money than whatever the fuck Dana White pays for, like, I don't know what you pay for to prevent, the streamers from getting your streams. Like, I don't know what.
You got to just spin up that Chinese server farm or something. I don't know.
Who do you hire for cybersecurity? Like, I don't know. Like, who the WebRoot? Like
Cloudflare?
Yeah, McAfee.
Norton.
Yeah, who do you call? Like, what do you buy?
Kaspersky.
Like, whatever Dana White does, like, Floyd paid like 10 times more. Because I mean, we didn't steal anything, but, like,
No.
We were just hearing from other people that were thieves.
We engaged in journalism and indulged in the exchange of information. So, but whilst that was going on, before I could jump into a coherent stream of the first round, someone tweeted out, I don't know who, but they were like, man, Logan... It was just like a random person on Twitter, but they tweeted out, Logan threw 25 punches and none of them hit. And I was like, oh, okay, so this is all going to go exactly
He did have, like, a little moment where he, like, blitzed.
Yeah, he landed
on
some
round
punches.
one. We missed round one for technical reasons. But, yeah, like, I saw that where he kind of just, like, blitzed at Mayweather, and Mayweather just shelled up, which is impressive. I mean, okay, like, to survive Floyd Mayweather, I guess, is a big achievement for 6 rounds. Was it 6 rounds or 8 rounds? 8 rounds? 8,
yeah.
Yeah, that's a feat. Like, if the McGregor fight was 8 rounds, like, McGregor would have won that fight.
McGregor,
I think so.
I don't know.
I think so. By round 8.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
he was
true.
still,
Yeah, if you go by,
what I mean?
yeah.
By point, like, I think the judges would have gave it to McGregor if that fight was 8 rounds.
That's true.
Okay, I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
So.
No, he won the first 7 rounds.
I disagree with both of you on this, but I don't have the energy.
You're blind, dude.
No, I don't think it was like domination, but I don't feel like McGregor. I feel like the first like maybe 4 or 5 rounds, yeah, because McGregor was coming at him. Like, McGregor got one of the cleanest hits Mayweather's ever taken in his career on him during that fight. And it's like, that's undeniable. But I don't feel like
there was way more hugging. Wait. There was way more hugging in this one. I don't know if it's because it's a bigger opponent or if Logan's initiating the hugging more. I don't know, dude.
Well, Logan was gassed by like the 3rd round.
Yeah.
He couldn't. It was like his whole face was red. His hands were hanging like they were made of stone.
He was like showboating at the end too, like, "Oh, you didn't knock me out. Like, you said you knocked me out," type thing or something.
Yeah,
like that.
The last 30 seconds of the 8th round or some is disgraceful.
He was proud of surviving, as he should be.
I agree with what DC says. Like, this isn't. I think this was a bad move on Floyd's part. I don't know. He could have fought someone way more intriguing, in my opinion.
Bro.
That would have bought in way more pay-per-view. I know, like, nobody I know that actually, like, trains, like, actually bought that pay-per-view. Nobody's at, like, you know what I mean? Like, I think it would have done way better if it was, like, there's just way more intriguing fights than, like, Logan Paul. Like, you want to see Danny Duncan fight, like, fucking Lyoto Machida? I don't know. Like, it's it's dumb. Like I just don't see it. Like my dad, like me and my dad, I grew up watching Floyd with my dad. Like I grew up watching Manny Pacquiao with my dad. He would take me to the restaurant as a kid, and we'd like pay for to see Floyd fight all the time, praying that he would lose every time. But that's the intriguing part, is to see him lose, because he's never lost before. Obviously, that's why he brings all those.
His toughest tests were probably
Pacquiao, Maidana. There was one dude that
Canelo
was like
De La
that.
Hoya.
There was one dude that Floyd really didn't like, had trouble with, the drunk boxer. I forgot his name. I can't remember his name, but he had that drunken fist style where it was like so unpredictable. Floyd himself was like, that was the scariest fight.
Yeah, I don't recall
ever.
that.
But yeah, like it's just like, now here I am in this day and age where like my dad's like the day before the fight, he's like, I heard Mayweather is fighting. I don't know who the other guy is though. Like yeah, and I'm just like, yeah, you I didn't know what to say to him. I didn't know how to describe this fucking character to him. And what I told him, like, boxing
it's really not
is a
worth
joke.
your time.
Yeah, I told him that. I was like, this is really not worth your time. I mean, yes, he's fighting, but it's like boxing. If you watch this fight, like, it is you'll see the state of boxing right now. It's a joke. It's a big joke. It's a big charade, it feels like now.
Yeah.
That's why Claressa Shields had to get out and go to MMA, I guess.
Yeah.
That's why she felt compelled to. Actually, she just won her first MMA bout for PFL.
That's something. That's a real athlete, though.
Yeah,
You know? Claressa Shields is like the greatest woman boxer of like all time, arguably.
Yeah, but she fought what they call a can, which is like somebody that's
in MMA, in the MMA bout. Yeah, there was listen, like the thing about like the women's division in boxing, unlike the UFC's like women's division, it's like it's stacked, right?
Right,
The UFC's women's division is stacked, just killers, dude. Not even like the lighter dudes want any of that business, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like in boxing, like it is nothing like that. It's literally mostly cans. It's mostly it's a warehouse of cans, pretty much is like how you could describe that. Like so, like the beginning of Claressa Shields' like professional career was just her just like wiping out just everybody, because like it's just like if you watch it, you'll see like these girls that she's been competing at this professional level have been like just. Until she got to the top, like you don't really see professional like technique or anything like that. It's very
she's good.
She's so good though.
She's very skilled, but she almost got caught in an armbar in the first round. She kind of got worked all over when she was on the ground.
Dude, she survived.
If she can work on that, she could be something to fuck with.
I mean, still, dude, she fought for her life, man. Like having a brown belt on top of you is like no joke. I don't care how shitty the MMA fighter is. It's a brown belt. Like it is what it is.
Oh, was she? She was.
She's a brown belt in jiu-jitsu.
Oh wow.
So yeah, like it's crazy that she overcame that in like 10 minutes. Dude.
That's nice.
10 minutes? That's crazy. She survived 10 minutes on the ground. Domination on the ground. On Elkins' part, I guess.
We'll see who she gets next. That should be exciting. Definitely be watching her because there's no telling. She might.
And Winklejohn, she's at Winkle
Jackson Wink, Albuquerque.
Jackson,
yeah, that makes sense. Hanging out with John.
I mean, I guess I was gonna say prior to this that like that's not the gym for her. I was like, she's probably like that is just not the gym for her. But I guess it is.
Who's to say?
Yeah.
Who's to say? Greg Jackson's. He seems like a good coach. He's had a lot of killers come out of that gym. So,
I mean, John Jones, Holly Holm.
Yeah,
she's training with those people, those maniacs.
Mm-hmm. All right, we should get to the card from Saturday.
263.
Yeah, the pay-per-view.
Yes, sir.
We'll start with the early prelims here, and we'll just kind of go through them real fast. Unless you got any opinions on it, just let me know. Carlos Felipe and Jake Collier. A heavyweight decision. It's not too often we see those.
Yeah.
Felipe, I kind of thought would win. I saw the difference in technique, just with my own eyes right from round one. Even though he lost round one kind of handily, most likely in the judge's eyes. I was just like, nah, he looks like he can fucking box. Last time I saw Felipe knock out, I can't remember the guy's name, but so I know this dude can rock somebody. I was pretty confident he would take. Collier looked good. He has kicks and stuff, but
I can say Felipe, both in his style and his mannerisms, he's kind of got some Kevin Holland energy going on.
I was feeling Mark Hunt energy or something, right? Also,
he was kind of being a dickhead in the ring, and it wasn't. I mean, he won. Mm. If I was scoring this, I mean, it was.
Yeah, he was getting whooped for a minute.
I would have given the first 2 rounds to Collier, I think, because Felipe, I felt, spent the first round looking like he was going to set up something that never quite pulled through.
Was it unanimous or split?
It was a unanimous decision, I think.
Yeah. I don't remember the 3rd round that well, but I remember
But yeah, he was trying to throw that overhand in the first. He wanted to knock out in the first round.
He was going for it hard, and Collier was piecing him up for going for it so much.
He missed so many times.
He was paying for it.
Yep.
He was paying for whatever he went for.
But, he changed up the game plan. That's, it's good on him.
I just remember him, cracking a joke in, the last minute. He, pulls up his shorts and, does a shrug or something, and it's it's the last minute, man. Come on.
Oh, he wanted to stand and bang, Throw down.
Yeah, I mean,
let me bang, bro.
Let me bang, bro.
Everybody loves that guy. But anyways, after that we saw Faraz Ziam and Luigi Vendramini. I really like Luigi's name, and I was hoping he would win.
This could have gone either way. These guys were both wailing on each other.
Oh yeah, this was a banger too. I can't believe nobody got knocked out.
What weight class was it again?
Lightweight.
Lightweight, okay.
Yeah, these guys, I didn't know who it was going to be. I was rooting for Luigi for no particular reason.
Yeah, just take one.
Yeah, but Faraz proved me wrong, and rightfully so.
Okay, Steven Peterson and Chase Hooper. I saw this a mile away. I wish we had done a show before, because there's just so many reasons that Steven Peterson was going to beat this guy, and I knew the odds makers were going to be 9 losses. There's no way. And then they're going to be just stacking it against Peterson. Peterson's one of the worst matchups in the division for this kid. He's just too strong, and he just constantly comes forward. Chase Hooper needs an opponent that wants to keep distance because of his length. And then if he does come in, then they're willing to get on the ground. But he can't handle Peterson on the ground. He showed he had a good jiu-jitsu game, good enough, you know what I mean?
He's defending a lot of
things, pretty impressive all around. And I know Peterson is really good. He's lost a couple split decisions and stuff, things that I might not even agree with, but he's better than his record shows for sure.
But Chase was holding his own on the feet a little bit too, though.
Yeah, he looked good.
He didn't get finished. It wasn't it wasn't. I don't think it was complete domination. But he was behind for sure.
Got respect.
He was on his back
Chase,
more.
He was getting battered.
I thought for the first, early on, I was like, oh man, this kid.
Round one wasn't looking good for Chase.
Yeah, I mean, he got rocked, and he didn't. He just scrambled and tried to get to the ground every time.
Well, that's all he could do.
Yeah,
pretty much. But
he went the distance. And he can buy alcohol now.
He might need to lift some weights or something, man. I don't know.
That was a skinny boy.
Get on that aspirin diet. Get on his dad's diet.
He's actually a big guy, to be honest.
I know he's tall.
No, I've met him and I've trained with him personally.
Chase?
He's pretty big, actually.
Very lank.
I saw him in person, man. Those legs are fat, actually. He's surprisingly, tall and, big.
Oh, yeah. He's over 6 foot, I believe.
But he's, these featherweight is size is deceiving from the television screen, to be honest. I was expecting him to be closer to my size, really. Honestly, a 135er kind of, because he's a featherweight. But no, dude, he looks I bet he walks around at 170, probably 180, for sure. He's pretty
when he's on the
pretty
scale.
sizey, like,
on the scale, he kind of looks like an alien.
I was surprised
because
that
his
was
shoulders
true.
are so like broad.
He looks like
too.
his fingers are like really long. You know?
I just remember being at Upstate Karate and Stephen Thompson telling me Chase is here too, and I was like, really, Chase? And then like I see Chase, and he was like pretty big compared to the other people there. So
Nice.
I don't know.
Maybe he was on vacation.
Yeah, no, that was training camp, man. Come on now. But yeah, we got Matt. Oh, this one was crazy. Matt Frivola versus Terrence McKinney, dude.
What
This
a
is,
what a
the
debut!
most
What a
chaotic
debut.
20 seconds.
I kind of wasn't expecting that, like, whatsoever. I was just like, oh, okay, here we go. And 1-2, straight down the pipe, blows out his knee in celebration. It wasn't even like a crazy celebration. He just, like, stood. He just, like, kind of hung off the fence, and then as he jumped down, I don't know what happened. His knee just blew out.
This was
Fucking
the first of many bad turns for Negro joints.
It's just frustrating because, like, you see Michael Chandler just doing, like, a double backflip off the fucking cage, you know?
I just don't think any of that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Nope.
Myself.
You see Justin Gaethje, like, falling over, like, too tired to climb over the fence, like, 5 times,
And he
but
still
still
does it.
doing the
Yeah.
back, still wants to do the backflip.
I know.
It's like,
Got a backflip.
After Weidman, Uriah Hall, he claps his hands twice, and then he nods his head very slowly.
I mean, for that, you can't celebrate after that.
I just mean he
That would be
knows.
so fucked up if you just do a backflip after Weidman breaks his leg in half. You can't just go and do a
I want to
backflip.
see. That's what I
bro.
want to see. That's entertainment.
I just mean his legs are cursed now. His legs are doomed to break the first thing that comes in contact with him.
Just whoa, like just like
Valentina starts doing her little spinny move dance as soon as the chick's leg breaks.
you have to be celebrating like that if
Yeah.
like you knew for sure you were gonna lose. Like if I had to fight Khabib, right, and he kicked me in the leg and his leg just breaks in half, I would definitely be like, whoa, fuck yeah, I would be like, yeah, like
I did it.
I wouldn't be doing that, but I'd be definitely trying to do a backflip off a fucking cage, man.
It was because of all my training. I did it, dude.
dude, I'd be so like.
You blow
Imagine if Floyd Mayweather, you're in a boxing match with Floyd
wait.
Mayweather, he punches you, breaks his wrist, and it's over. Like,
Who do you have to beat for it to be worth you blowing your knee out for?
I don't know. I don't think it's Frivola. I don't know who, but it's not Matt Frivola, the steamroller.
Oh God, this is
oh yeah, his name is the Steamroller, isn't it?
Yeah.
the most significant 20 seconds of multiple people's lives. Like,
I mean, I
Listen, bro, that's
we're
a
gonna-
highlight finish on the UFC television.
I haven't
screen,
looked
on a
into-
pay-per-view card.
I haven't looked into. Yeah, the finish was great, but unfortunately,
Keep in mind, he doesn't have to pay for any of that. He doesn't have to pay for the fucking. UFC's got him covered. It's just down Dana White's bill.
yeah, but those
dude.
kind of things are with you the rest of your life. Sometimes,
Yeah,
they're not going to
yeah.
pay for that.
They're gonna-
Yes,
hopefully
it is.
the-
You're right. You're right. It's
Yeah.
still a huge price. To
we'll
pay.
shoot Terrence McKinney up with as many stem cells as we can. Hopefully, get him on that NFL repaired knee treatment program.
Then when he loses a couple fights, just throw him out.
Because immediately when he landed, he immediately like took the Peter Griffin position, you know, where he's just.
I saw
Always
it. I saw it. I'm like, you could see it.
immediately.
Never
Yeah.
hit rigid.
There was no like, oh,
Never
I'm
land-
locking on it. No, it was like, oh, my knee is fucked.
What do you think? You're some like 14-year-old Russian gymnast applying for the Tokyo Olympics? You never land rigid. God,
Yeah.
it's so. I've been watching knees getting bent backwards all week.
Still an impressive finish on otherwise.
For sure.
And if
Awesome.
you knock out anybody in the UFC like that, it's impressive. Come
Yeah,
on.
one punch, boom.
I
Two.
mean, Matt like literally prepared like 6-8 weeks for that fucking for 7 seconds,
Oh
dude.
God.
By that fight, we needed.
Imagine
to finish.
putting like just all your blood and tears and sweat for 7 seconds, dude. For just 7
seconds of blood.
to just get knocked out in front of your friends, family, like that. Man, kudos to Matt Frivola for just coming out, you know? Like,
Thanks for coming out, man. That's probably what he said to
dead
me.
ass. Like, that's what everyone's afraid of.
Yeah.
Everyone's afraid of this. To go into, like, MMA, to walk into the octagon. It's like, everyone is scared of that.
That's the worst case.
That
in
is
Ontario.
literally why fighters can't go to sleep at night is because, I can't get knocked out in, like, 5-7 seconds. Like, that's literally what keeps fighters up at night. In boxing
But
and
shit happens.
everything.
I mean,
So,
you can't let it haunt you if it does.
yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
Who was it? It wasn't Giga Chikadze who knocked out that guy in like 2.
Yeah, it was. He knocked out Cub Swanson, was it?
No.
Yeah, it was Cub.
In like the first round within the first 15 seconds?
Yeah, I think it was Cub. I'm not sure,
was,
but it was somebody.
It was that guy from Philadelphia.
Oh, Philly
I
guy.
can't remember. Yeah, I remember. I don't know if it was Giga Chikadze.
I know he beat Cub, but I don't think it was a knockout.
I'm trying to remember. It was the last like sub 20-second knockout that I can remember.
Well, what of it?
It's just sad, man. I feel bad.
You don't like those?
I love him, but you know, Frivola, he's got to go home and like, he's got to think about what's going on.
Similar to Mearshard and Kamzat too. That was a one punch.
Okay, Giga. Yeah, now I remember. Giga knocked out TKO'd Cub Swanson in like a minute.
Yeah,
wasn't,
it was
10
Cub.
seconds. Yeah,
Okay.
But yeah, I was
like with a body shot with the kick or some shit. It was like a front roundhouse kick to the body.
It's crazy. It wasn't even that long ago, and I couldn't remember exactly what happened.
Because we're watching all the fights.
Too much
For you.
information.
For y'all.
My
We watch
brain-
all the fights.
My brain just scrambled with information.
Speaking of all the fights,
Oh yeah,
the next fight.
Let's continue. Penny Kianzad and Lexus Davis. This was a nice banger too. They fucked each other up, but Lexus Davis is getting older. She's later in her career, you know. But honestly, she did way better than I thought. I thought she would be just completely schooled. And
Penny looked hungry, dude. She
Yeah,
looked
yeah.
hungry for
Oh
it.
no,
She
she's a
won.
badass. But you know, Davis put up a nice little fight, so good on her.
all these decisions are really giving you your money's worth. On these
Yeah, I know,
fights.
man.
All decisions, still, my lord.
This is a decision card. I didn't notice that.
Because the non-decisions are quick and horrifying.
Those are always the best parts.
They're merciless and insane.
Evlov and Hakeem Dawodu. Dawodu's good, but man, this guy is looks unstoppable. He's a fucking problem. I think he's. I think nobody's really paying
Solved
attention
it.
to him either. Still undefeated. I think that was his third fight in the UFC from wherever the hell promotion he came from. But we got to be watching this dude. Lauren Murphy defeats JoJo Calderwood. Another smasher fight. Man, I was kind of rooting for JoJo, but Lauren keeps finding ways to win. She, like, no matter how beat up she gets, she just finds a way. And then she wrestled her up. She avoided the stand up, which is exactly what she needed to do. JoJo's pretty nasty in the boxing. And she pulled it off. She's talking about a title shot. I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I don't know.
Who's flyweight champion again?
It's Valentina.
Valentina, yeah. Okay, that's dude. You're not gonna out wrestle Valentina Shevchenko.
But I mean,
neither are you gonna outstrike her.
At what point do you have to give somebody a title shot? Like, this is 4 wins in a row or something?
Yeah, there's nobody.
Yeah. I just don't know. I don't know what else they do.
Yeah, man, they bring Claressa Shields in. Maybe she could do something. Probably not.
Yeah,
Probably
who knows,
not.
man. We'll
Probably
see. We'll see.
She's in a different weight class anyway. She's not a flyweight.
No, she would be like
She's
bantam or something,
bantamweight.
yeah.
Yeah, she's a bantamweight. She was lightweight in boxing.
Eric Anders wins a hard-fought decision against Darren Stewart from England. So, this is like, America versus them boys over there kind of thing. That's what they played it off as anyways. But
I do like
Darren Stewart's English? Oh, okay, yeah.
You don't remember the you got to move out and throw the jab. Throw the jab. You're not throwing it enough.
This one was close. This one was.
Yeah,
This
that was
one made
another-
me want my coach to be English. You know? Like, I want to, you know.
The
It
information
sounded cool.
seems to sink in more like that somehow.
That's
I
why
don't know.
Danaher is the best coach in the world. Man.
Nice. Yeah, big fan of his. I mean, these are all, like, even though they're decisions, they were, like, really exciting fights, most of these. Drew Dober, Brad Riddell.
This was crazy.
Ended up being fight of the night. It was absolutely
oh my God.
madness.
This was probably my favorite one out of the one we
It could there wasn't a better fight to highlight or to headline.
They were
the
rocking
prelims.
each other round by round, back to back. You know, just back and forth battle.
Neither one of them would
And
die.
at first, I was giving it to Drew, dude. I thought Dober, like, you could tell Dober
He looked
learned
really good,
so
yeah.
much from that Islam Makhachev loss. Like, you could tell, like, that's all he's like. He's just, you know, after a loss, like, fighters just get way better. There's way more of a drive and motivation to actually, like, do it, you know, and solve the problems and make yourself a harder puzzle to solve.
First round Dober though is scary.
Man, he was fresh. He was looking tired. He just, if he had like longer I thought he was gonna finish. I thought he was gonna finish Brad, dude. I thought Brad was done for after round 1 and 2. But
both those dudes got a
nah,
chin.
man. Brad can fucking, he can hit. That city kickboxing is no joke.
Yeah, he's probably getting question mark kicked by Israel all the time.
Yeah, like I at first I was like, man, like for city kickboxing, like Brad. But then again, it's the first round. You gotta chill out in the first round. Drew came out swinging. Drew just came out just unloading his clip. So, you know.
For show.
Okay, never mind. I was about to mix up Leon Edwards' fight with Darren Stewart's.
Oh no. That was
The chicken legging.
right.
One of those fights had crazy chicken legging in it, and I cannot remember which.
We'll get to that. Real quickly though, Paul Craig versus Jamal Hill, the
Man.
nasty dislocation of the arm.
And
didn't
the ref,
you know,
is out of here.
You
Yeah,
know,
the
me and my
ref
friends were
got
talking about this
so
the other
much
day,
shit.
and at the end of the day, Jamal, he got robbed, dude. He got robbed. He didn't tap. He got robbed.
He really didn't.
He got robbed.
Early stoppage.
Early stoppage, yeah, early, very, very early. He could have hammer fisted him with the limp, broken fucking
Flopping around on my chest like a fish.
Yeah, jointless arm.
That's what they would have done in UFC 1, bro. All day.
Yeah, the ref doesn't know what the fuck an arm bar is.
Nah.
The ref
Back-
didn't seem
back
to.
then.
The ref, what was he, like a volleyball ref?
Yeah,
He was like a kid
next
soccer
door, next to
ref,
the
or-
venue. Yeah,
He was
I don't
like,
know.
"Oh, golly gee, you all having a
it's
big
like I
event.
legally have to be here.
Can I
like-
referee your fight, Mr. White?" Ugh. And Dana White's like, you know what? You seem like a dork. You smell like cabbage, but you're my friend's friend's friend. So get in the ring. And look what it gets us.
I don't know, man. He's heartless. Whoever he is. Man has no
Let me
heart.
find the name. People were throwing the
I
name
don't want
around.
those.
Oh, we're
names.
working? Okay.
No,
Well,
you
now that
know.
we've put the idea out there, they're going to.
I know. But it's not our place, honestly, because we don't really know what we're fucking talking about at the end
No,
of the
he
day.
was actually fired, and I believe he's not allowed to ref ever. I believe
I'm
you
sure
will
that-
never work
I'm sure
in this town again.
Public opinion will do anything to anybody, unfortunately. And
Wait, to which ref?
people
The
blew up.
ref for this fight, the Paul Craig Jamal.
Oh, who was
Yeah.
reffing for this one?
I don't know.
It was a volunteer.
It's like a
or it was
local guy.
Wait, are
It
you
was-
serious?
It was a local guy
Yeah.
who had refereed a lot of like
Oh.
combat night events
Yeah,
in
we
the
don't
Las
have
Vegas
to.
area.
We don't have to throw his name
combat
out.
night,
No, but it was like a combat night similar.
like a local.
It's a local,
fight
yeah.
organized.
Las
Okay,
Vegas has a
okay.
series of local
Okay.
fighting events, and this guy was like a known property within that circle. And so this was supposed to be his big break. He was supposed to referee. I think he was supposed to referee either the next fight or the fight after this, and they ejected him after this fight.
Oh wow, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Holy shit. What's his name?
I guess.
I don't care what his name is personally.
Alright,
Y'all can look it up.
alright.
Yeah, but that's.
But yeah, dude, that thing was fucking.
So even Dana White's like, you're a bad ref. That's fucked up. It got that far.
Takes away from Paul Craig's sweet win. I
remember like way down later in the card, like in the middle of a fight, like John Ennick's like, good news from Dana White. Jamal Hill's arm is not broken. They just put it back in place, and it's like, it's still broken, dude. Like,
it's dislocated.
Yeah, it's dislocated.
It's not working,
it's like,
so it's broke.
It's broke.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's not functioning. It's not worth it. His elbow. Did you guys see his elbow? And the ref tried. He was holding his arm, and the ref tried to like, not the ref, but the ref. Yeah, where they say the decision or whatever. Where they announced the winner.
He didn't try to lift it up.
He tried. No, he tried to lift it up, and then it just like
because he had to hold it to support.
Yeah, and then it just like went limp, and you saw the elbow, and the crowd was like, oh.
Why'd they have to bring him to the middle? He's going through some shit. Let him,
and then like the ref immediately let go.
Like,
and
let the fucking guy figure out how to put his arm back on.
Yeah,
for fuck's sake.
He could have hammer fisted him with those fucking with that limp arm.
Anyways,
I want to see that one day.
Sweet fight. About 2 minutes in the first round, Paul Craig gets it done. Damian Maia versus Bilal Muhammad went as predicted by most. I don't know what you guys think about Damian Maia and his career.
He's tapped
as it stands.
He tapped out Ben, dude. First person to tap out Ben.
Ben got knocked out by Jake Paul.
Still.
Takes away from it.
If Jake Paul never tapped out Ben.
No.
Ever.
No.
And he will never live to tap out Ben.
I know, but that's a whole different thing.
That's a whole different thing is what I'm saying. Jake Paul and Ben Askren is a whole different thing. Did you see that fucking fight, dude? That was a crazy
I saw
fight.
it. Yeah. It was crazy.
I was losing my mind.
Apparently, this was Maia's last fight.
Yeah, I mean,
Dana White said
it was the last one on his contract, so yeah, probably for sure.
He's a legend. He's a old legend.
And he didn't get like steamrolled. I'm not like saying that. Like he was actually looking good in the first round, but
that risky saying.
He couldn't take him down though.
He
just couldn't do what
his stand up is good
does.
too though. Like
his stand up improved so much, dude. Because like he's just such a beast on the ground. It's just all he does. And it just wasn't working for him because Bilal, man, like he's not easy to take down. Bilal's the one doing the takedowns.
Yeah, he's too good.
Yeah,
his wrestling,
and he's young and he wants it, and he's on the same card as the guy that like poked his eye out. I mean, like he's mad, dude. Like Bilal's pissed.
Does he not have the eye back?
What do you mean? He has didn't you see him? He has his eye back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still in there.
Oh my god. I thought he's still. If he was still missing the eye, I would have fucking lost my.
I would quit if his eye fell out. I would literally like not do.
It happened to Bisping.
I'll find another sport. I'd literally not do this podcast. Like if I saw like an eyeball and knocked. Oh no!
You wouldn't just wear like basketball player goggles.
You can't do that.
You can't.
Well, it'll hurt the hands of the person punching you, right?
Yeah, they'll break their fucking hands.
I don't know. It's hard to say, but that's just a weird idea.
Yeah. Point is, if I saw eyeballs in the ring, like I'm done. I'm not. Yeah. I'm not.
No eyeballs for Sean. Noted.
What is this? Gladiator shit?
Could be. It is technically. This is as brutal as sports can get. When
Sean's talking to the ref in the back, he's like, "Hey, if I see an eyeball, I'm out."
Yeah.
All it takes is one. I'm leaving.
Even in grappling matches, I'm just like, hey man.
All right. Well, moving on. Leon Edwards versus Nate Diaz, highly anticipated bout here.
I am pretty mad about this one.
I don't care. Honestly, at this point, I don't care as long as I'm seeing Nate Diaz compete every now and then.
And he just came off of a win from Pettis. Like, he could have kept it going. If
he didn't look bad.
Dude, the things you pay for this.
It's hard for me to criticize it, but I have to criticize the point.
It was badass when you're beating Conor McGregor with it, and you just like slap Conor McGregor and you point at it.
But he finished Conor,
in the first fight, yeah.
Yeah.
But this was just Leon was doing so it was dominant, dude. Let's be honest. I mean,
Fifth round Diaz.
I don't know what Diaz was
sweet.
That
doing.
glimmer.
We were like, we were almost thinking
it was
could
that
happen.
light
Yeah.
in the tunnel.
Everybody was
that
like, everybody was hoping it was about to happen.
and like
let's
Nate
be
just
honest.
went like,
And that's the chicken legging where Leon was in the danger zone for a second there.
oh my
Yeah.
god, Leon was out. Leon was literally, dude.
He was-
Nate Diaz was like,
If he pushed him over, he's
Nate Diaz
yeah.
was like right here where Lenny is sitting. Like Leon was like looking like somewhere where like totally
Right.
somewhere else. Like he was not
was in
looking
La La
anywhere
Land.
near Nate, dude. Nate could have just stepped in and just fucking finished it, honestly. But he just let him recover. He really let him recover. He was not going after it whatsoever. He pointed, and then it was like 10 seconds of just like not throwing anything else. It was
super
it was
weird.
very weird.
Yeah.
He had him almost in a heel hook at one point. That was crazy. I remember freaking out at the same moment when he did that to Jorge Masvidal, where he got him in like a leg lock position, and it didn't happen. But
Everybody expects that from Diaz. You know, they just
he's a jiu-jitsu.
they probably just
freak.
drill escapes the whole
Yeah.
until the fight comes.
Yeah.
But
was a bloody one.
it was still a badass fight.
Nate,
Yeah,
Nate
Nate was
that's
bleeding
another
out of
thing.
both sides of his head
He
like
did-
a
he-
G.
In every fight, he's
Yeah.
bleeding out of both sides of his head.
all these old
Honestly,
wounds opening up again. It's like, ugh.
yeah, he's like, I got a cut on my eyebrow.
Yeah, that's
And
like
he
the
was
very
just
first
That's a good
punch.
impression, dude.
Is it? I suck at it.
think it's pretty good.
It's like the first punch, like took a chunk out of his eyebrow, and it was like, it was like the first punch, dude.
training camp. I got it like a cut.
Yo, but after the
Hey,
fight,
where's the
I'm
weed
having a
at,
big
man?
party at my house. Invite everyone.
Oh, dude, he did have a party.
We're having a big old party.
Yeah,
I want to see some footage from that. I bet it was.
the Addy guy.
I bet it was banging, bro.
You can find Yaddy on my Instagram.
Oh, and now he's Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tysoned out there.
All right.
It is like that's what happens when you do an API
Tyson
depression for a
parties.
long time. But yeah, he just invited the whole stadium to his house. Like
That was when he was taunting Leon Edwards when Leon was visibly staggered. It's like, I don't know if Nate, he's been hitting the head a lot. And then when he basically like doxes himself,
he's the
on
only
pay-per-view.
he's the only guy to take like 100 punches from Conor McGregor and be fine. Like to be
He
talking.
took punishment here too.
Fine?
Probably worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he like fine though? Like how wrestlers are fine?
Oh no, I didn't mean it that way. I'm just saying like he just like walked out of there that night after being punched and taken like a million straights by Conor McGregor. Like nobody's like, it's impossible to knock out Nate, dude. You cannot knock this guy out. You just can't. Like Jorge tried. Like all the guys that are good at knocking people out have tried. They took a crack. He can't do it. I don't even think Francis could knock him out.
Can't be killed.
What is dead cannot die.
That's true.
So just going back to the Felipe fight and the Diaz fight, it's just weird to me when the guy who loses seemed to have had more fun with the fight than the guy who won. It's always like,
Well, Felipe did end up winning, but I see.
oh
what you're
god,
saying.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
I see what you're saying though, because it looked like he wasn't going to win at the beginning there for sure. But he was just feeling himself, I guess.
Well,
I'll give him that.
He was feeling himself.
But anyways, we have a new motherfucking flyweight champion, Brandon Moreno, first Mexican-born UFC champ.
I should have seen this coming.
That was amazing.
Yeah, that was an amazing fight. For some, Davidson didn't look right in this one. I don't know.
I'm not
I
sure.
Don't know
I don't think
whether
it's
it was
that.
'cause
I
how
think
he
Moreno.
felt. No, man.
I think Moreno
Davidson
just
was
showed
like
up.
holding like a lot back for some reason. Like Davidson came out swinging. I think in the first.
I've heard
fight.
people say he was trying too much to set something up or blah blah blah.
He
this and
seemed
that.
hesitant. I saw a hesitation like immediately.
Maybe he
in
was
the first
scared
round.
because of the first fight, eh?
Well, I think maybe it's because like there was no crowd in the first fight too, so maybe that had something to do with
Moreno
it.
was on
possibly.
his side, or the crowd was on Moreno's side.
Yeah, that
Like,
too.
big time.
That too.
Nobody saw that coming.
Yeah.
Really.
But it was Mexico, man. They're doing this in Houston. Like,
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
it was
Well,
in
it was in
Arizona.
Arizona,
or it was in
which
Arizona?
is even more so.
Oh, I thought
yeah.
it was in Houston. Okay.
But yeah, that does make sense. Probably the markets like that, but
Yeah, I mean,
There's not many. I think there would be more Mexicans in Arizona than Brazilians, to be honest.
in like,
And whether if this was in Florida though, it might be Figueiredo getting the chance and not Moreno because there's more Brazilian. Maybe I don't know.
That's probably true.
so in like the lead up to this,
Had a Brazilian guy yell at me today out of his van.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what you're saying, dude. Sorry.
He's like, boy.
I don't know. It was like he sounded pissed. I'm like,
wow.
all right. I just kept on going.
I was gonna say, in the lead up to this, Figueiredo was saying that he was like, so the last fight that they had, it was like after the fight, Figueiredo had to go to the hospital, didn't he?
I
don't think so.
I think because the leg kicks or something, right? I think somebody's leg was fucked up in that one.
Maybe.
I'm not sure if I think it was Figueiredo.
Figueiredo went to the
Yeah.
hospital and Moreno lost, but ended up like going home being fine.
Yeah.
And the press took that story and spun it into the whole like Moreno did more damage to Figueiredo than Figueiredo did to Moreno.
It was a draw that first fight. That's why they had to do it again.
Yeah. Okay.
But it was the leg kicks they did it,
And it was like really close too. It was like a super close fight. But Figueiredo was like way more aggressive and active. He was way more. He was trying things. He went for a guillotine. He was trying to knock him out. Like he was, like it was back and forth exchanges. Davison in here was like he was getting outstruck. He wasn't throwing as much. He wasn't as active. I don't know. I think
He was mad going into the fight.
Yeah.
Like because he said Brandon Moreno's going to get what he deserves because
I don't think he really means that though.
He was just saying I'm not gonna say mean things about him because I don't do that. But
every fighter probably has like a way they get into the mindset of making this person their enemy before.
And
the
this
fight
is a
or something.
champion. This is like like
he
a
showed
title
class
defense,
afterwards
yeah.
though. He
Yeah.
came, picked him up. You know, I didn't see that. I didn't know.
I thought Figueiredo was gonna be like.
I don't know what
salty
kind of
about
person
it.
he is because I
Yeah.
can't hear him talk. But yeah, it was
yeah,
nice. It was good to see.
It was
Yeah, he was like he deserves it. This is his time.
Yep.
Like you know.
yeah. Everyone was,
Unlike the other dude. Unlike
Moreno got his smoke show of a wife to walk into the ring with his baby. Baby had the earmuffs on so that she didn't have her eardrums blown out by all her people cheering for her daddy.
You talking about unlike Vettori, who thought he won the
Yeah.
fight?
Before we get into that though, congrats on Moreno for getting his black belt 3 days ago.
He really
Oh.
used it.
That was
He was a brown belt when he submitted Figueiredo, dude.
okay. Well,
That's
yeah.
even a bigger flex.
I think you can get a black belt for that. I would say.
Yeah, it's like it's crazy how you could like have a title fight and your coach is still like, nah, you don't get the black belt yet. Like,
Damn.
that's like it just made me.
But
think,
he submitted the black belt.
He trains at Dean Lister, and I'm just like, man, like Dean Lister must be a good coach to have because that tells me he actually like gives the rank
Respects
his students.
the system. Yeah.
Yeah, he actually gives the ranks that his students deserve. So his students are probably fucking killers. Moreno's a killer, and long live Moreno, I guess.
Viva la Mexico.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, speaking of humble defeats or unhumble, I should say, Vettori versus Adesanya. Man,
Yeah, Vettori's tripping if he thinks he won that fight somehow.
he legitimately thought he had that.
It's fucking.
What?
Yeah, you see him. He's raising his hand like at the end.
No, after the fight, he's like, no.
Okay,
remember when at the end of the fight, Israel went up to Adesanya and was like, not what am I saying? Went up to Vettori. What the fuck am I saying?
He went up to himself.
He went up to
in his
himself
heart.
and shook hands like he gable gripped himself.
He found somewhere he belongs.
Yes.
And it was in his own heart.
Yes, but after that, he went up to Vettori and like shook hands with him, and they like exchanged words or whatever. Like apparently, like Vettori told Israel that like I thought I won the fight, man. And Israel was like, Israel's like, what? Like, I don't know, dude. I don't think you won that fight. And he's like, oh, well, we don't have to like each other. Like, it was like, it's just weird, I bet. Like, that is so odd.
It's
all right. Delusional
So
a little
I saw, because Adesanya took control of the narrative immediately in the ring. Like, the reporter was like, Israel, how do you feel? And he was basically like, Vittori's a bitch. Like, in not so many words, but
Walking out to Lincoln Park.
You guys weren't about it.
I was intimidated
because
honestly.
Vettori was.
I was like, I don't know what to think now. This fucks up my whole universe.
I knew that Adesanya couldn't lose the minute that I heard Hybrid Theory.
I don't know, man. Playing Ennio Morricone is pretty baller too, though.
It's a good track.
I don't know about a guy that wants to feel.
I want to heal. I want to
Somewhere I belong.
I
want to feel.
I don't know about.
I could see the Dragon Ball Z Gohan and the Hyperbolic Time Chamber music video that was playing in Israel's head while he was. I could see. I was like,
See, these are things I don't
Dude,
even.
Israel,
I was like, I'm exactly there.
Nick, Israel literally has Naruto like chest tats.
I know.
Like, he comes out wearing like he doesn't know what character that is, but like
Yoshimitsu.
Yeah, like he didn't.
It was
he wasn't
Yoshimitsu.
cosplaying Yoshimitsu.
Oh, I thought
He was cosplaying like Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh,
Okay,
Yeah.
he wasn't doing. I looked because it could have been Tokyo Ghoul.
No, it's from a Ghost of Tsushima is what he said.
Okay. Well,
It's a fun game.
it can go either way.
It's a fun
It's a
game.
good game, good studio.
But-
And good band too, Linkin Park. Right?
Oh, let's not
Chester
go that
Bennington,
far.
Rest in peace. Also, rest in peace. Maybe he didn't eat enough octopus or whatever. Maybe he didn't talk enough trash on American cuisine. Maybe that's why Vettori lost.
Possibly.
How dare he spoke ill of Domino's, and you know what? His fate was sealed.
Because like even after the fight, Vettori is like I don't know who was
Has anyone
interviewing
heard
him.
from him since the fight?
Yeah, like they interviewed him, and they're like, how did you feel?" And he's like, I honestly thought I had that one. I thought I won the fight, but it is what it is. He's like, I'm going to go run, and I'm just like,
Crazy man.
dude, like what?
He got schooled.
Yeah, like you had like 20 seconds of control time on the ground. Like your game plan didn't work. It straight up just didn't work.
Yeah, he didn't do any damage when he was.
He couldn't
on
touch
top.
him, man.
Yeah.
Israel had that crazy, I love Israel's head movement, man. He's just like a ghost. He just couldn't hit him.
He almost went for the ground and pound a few times, but he just couldn't keep it.
No, yeah, Israel just shrimped out, His time at Atos was well spent. It's a BJJ gym in the U.S. But yeah, it's...
The commentators were trying to hype it up as it was in the second round. They were like, whoa, no one's ever taken Israel down this fast. And then it's then he got out, and then...
That was the narrative going in, That's what a lot of people thought we would see, and me included, so... Yeah.
Vettori's coach from King's MMA didn't look too happy at all during the fucking rounds. It was like, yeah.
He seems like an animal that you can't really control, Marvin Vettori.
Yeah.
But that's cool, That's his thing.
So is the absolute state of MMA in what is that, the light heavyweight division or whatever?
No, that's
Middleweight division. Yeah. Is it just are we just waiting for some new entrant at this point?
No. Whitaker is already on the chopping block next. He's already there. He's already
Who's
got
after?
Does he
Who's after
stand a
Whitaker?
chance in the way that
Yeah.
Yeah. He stands a better chance.
He got
than-
finished in the last round. They fought before.
I thought it was round 2.
Was it?
It was round 2
I
that
thought it
he
was
got finished.
Anyways,
I'm not saying Izzy's boring.
Whitaker was looking good up until he did get caught. But, yeah, that was Izzy's first title defense, I believe, was against Robert Whitaker.
But I don't know. I didn't feel like Izzy stood a chance of losing against Costa at all or Vettori at all. I feel like honestly, I thought he was going to beat Jan, but, I'm an idiot. But I don't know. I guess I don't know enough about Robert Whitaker to say if,
Yeah, he's going to be more difficult than Vettori. It's not going to be the same.
way more difficult.
Yeah.
Then again, you got finished, so...
I mean, so, is there anyone...
Vettori didn't get finished.
Did you see Robert in his last fight, dude?
Yeah.
So is there anyone in the
He looked
division where it's
flawless.
this guy's a fucking problem for Israel?
Yeah, Whitaker is that guy right now, straight up.
All right.
He's the legit.
That division is way more.
He's the
stacked.
legit number one contender, though. He would beat anybody under him, so he needs to get the title shot.
Okay.
Wait, let me check out the rankings.
You got
dude.
Cannonier up there. You got Hermanson. Gastelum's always in there somewhere.
Oh man, there's somebody to know.
I guess with Poirier, McGregor 3 coming up, and so I'm like
Kamzat switches back and forth, you know.
I just that's why I like Giga coming up right now because it's like he's a new guy. He's like a new thing.
Yeah,
he's like a person that it's like what is this guy? He's just coming out.
I think every division's got those dudes.
In my opinion, what Izzy has to look out for is fucking Uriah Hall and Darren Till. Like, those are the guys. Mm. Those are the guys that will like entertain his strength. Well, I don't know. They're not going to take him down, so I guess you're right. They're not really.
Uriah Hall, that's formidable for sure. I could see that being a.
Darren Till needs to
challenge.
I need to see more from Darren Till.
But that's what I'm saying with Vettori. It's like I think Vettori had a chance of winning, but if like I wasn't like. I don't know. I was like, if he had me weigh this, I'd be like, I don't think he's got it though. But it's like this could be fun. Are we throwing like these could be fun guys at Izzy?
To be honest, man, I don't see anyone. I'm looking at the roster right now for the middleweight division, and I don't really see anybody that I could see definitively beat Izzy. Like, to be honest, I
say Jack Hermanson would have a chance. It's like it's all about matchups, you know what I mean? Because Jack Hermanson's ground game mixed with his striking and all. There's just certain people like you saw how Gastelum did against him. You just certain people.
You saw how Vettori did against him.
Yeah, I know Gastelum is more dangerous for Izzy than Vettori.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm saying, and you wouldn't think so. Initially, it's just the style matchup that got him.
It's just like the other guys. It's like Sean Strickland, Chris Weidman, Kevin Holland, Brad Tavares. Like, I don't know, man.
Weidman too, man.
I don't see Strickland beating
Chris Weidman still fighting.
Izzy.
Sean Strickland looks good though. I want to see him matched up against like a top 10er though. That'd be nice.
But I just don't see these guys beating Kevin Holland. Like, I don't see Kevin Holland. Well, that would be a crazy fight, but I don't see Kevin Holland beating Izzy.
The technique is just so lopsided.
Kevin's way too like. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe he'll like pull out a knife during the fight.
I'm just trying to figure out what the absolute state of middleweight MMA is right now because it seems to be kind of reaching a homeostasis. But
I don't know. It's not dead in the well. Izzy, I think Izzy's gonna have a long reign. To be honest, I think he's gonna have like a 4-year reign or something like that.
All right, it's just to know where we're at.
Division. I don't see anybody in that division that could definitively like beat him. Like, I don't see like a potential Khabib in that roster or something. You know, like I don't
know. Well,
yeah.
Congrats on Izzy, retains the belt, and he's gonna keep on doing his thing in the middleweight division. He's the king now, I guess he said, or maybe he was already.
Here we are again.
But we should quickly finish this off with just going over maybe predictions on the next card.
Okay.
If you guys want. The first fight scheduled so far is Casey O'Neill and Lara Procopio. We've seen these girls fight before, respective other opponents, but it's a tough one to call. I don't know if I'd put $1 on it or anything, but I would lean towards Procopio.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, she was a little unexpected when I first started watching her. I'm like, damn, she is actually pretty fucking good. Joaquim Silva versus Rick Glenn. Lightweight has so many fucking people. I literally don't know anything about the people that are not in the top 15 because
that division's stacked.
Impossible to keep up with all these guys.
That division's stacked.
This is a question mark for me personally. Probably you guys too. Josh Parisian and I don't know how to say this. Rogue Martinez or Roque? Roque. It's like it's
Roque. I think that's Roque Martinez. I don't know.
It's like some sort of Latin name of sorts. I just don't know. But, but anyways, Parisian is definitely going to come in as the favorite. Probably is going to take this fight. He's on a nice little win streak. We got this guy Julian Arosa versus Choi Sung Woo.
Wait, what? What are you looking at?
The next card this weekend.
Yeah, I'm looking at the. Wait, isn't it Chaos Williams next?
No, it's Dan Ige.
Wait, you're on the main card.
I'm starting with the prelims, just to make it easier.
Wait,
But yeah.
okay.
So
I'm seeing a different.
No, you're good.
there. Okay.
But yeah, this is the card, June 19th, just to clear it up at the Apex. Just another fight night. It's not anything crazy, but the main event is pretty sweet. But yeah, Choi Sung-woo, he probably has the upper hand on this. He's a little younger, yeah, I don't know. But Kanaka Murata, Verna John Jaroba.
Oh,
Verna's a beast. Verna's a beast.
Shit on me, bro.
I'm just saying.
You know what I'm going for.
Verna.
Shit. Bro, Kanako is a fucking
I know.
beast
You just
too,
can't.
man.
You can't count Verna out though. This should be.
You can't count Kanako out, bro. Like you seen her last fight, man. Like
Yeah.
she's a fucking that girl could not get up.
This
dude.
is gonna
She's
be
a fucking beast.
This could be fight of the night. It's gonna be a
She's
nice
gonna
little
make
banger.
my country proud. She will.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
Let's see it happen. Let's see it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Starting off the main card, so to speak here, Matt Brown, Diego Lima. This is a nice little one to start off with. Matt Brown is...
I hope Matt Brown gets this, man. I've been seeing... Did he have a dub his last fight?
I don't think. I think he's on a skid.
Yeah, I think he is on a skid, man.
He's gotten beat 2 or 3 times, but shit, dude, he's scary for anybody. He could always finish the fight,
Yeah,
but I
with
think
those elbows, man.
I think Diego Lima is going to probably take this one.
I think if any way Matt Brown can win, it'll probably be in the clinch, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that's where he wants to be. If you could close that distance. Diego, you could close the distance on Diego.
They both got ground game. Diego's probably a little better. Matt's going to want to stand up. I really don't know how it's going to play out.
The
but
immortal.
Yeah, we'll see.
Matt, the immortal Brown. I think he'll take it. Fuck it.
Some guy, Wellington Turman. Never heard of this. Never heard of this dude. It must be interesting to go through life with a first name like Wellington.
It's like a type of beef Wellington or
Yeah,
something.
it is.
How do you even abbreviate that?
Wait,
You
so
gotta call him Welly?
Everybody thinks
Well.
you're getting called by your last name.
is Well a name?
No. No, it is not.
What's up, Well?
I wouldn't say this to his face, but... You making fun of my name? Are you making fun of my name?
There's no way to make that sound not embarrassing. Hey, Wellington.
No, I think his name. I think people call him like Well.
Hey, Wellington, want a beer, man?
Do you have a problem with the name Wellington Turman?
I got lots.
It's like Will Well. I might name my kid Well, dude.
Just name him Beef. Name him Beef. That sounds cooler.
Beef Terman.
Beef Wellington Turman.
That sounds cool, I
It
guess.
does.
Oh, man.
But his maiden name has to be Wellington.
He's fighting OG Bruno Silva now. I don't know what's going to happen here. His last fight he was scheduled was, I think it was his last fight scheduled. He popped on a USADA test or something, but now they like blacked his picture out online. So I don't know if that happened again, and they just haven't talked about it yet because they don't have to say anymore.
Right.
So I don't know if this fight is actually going to happen, but we'll see if Wellington turns up. Turman. Wellington turn up Turman.
Nice.
But anyways, getting to serious business. Davey Grant, Marlon Vera, Cheeto coming back from his loss.
Probably Jose, right?
Yeah, I think he's gonna pop back with a win here. Davey Grant's really good. Shit, man, I don't know. I'm really back and forth. I don't think
Yeah.
I don't even think I want to pick.
I can't make a pick. That's a hard pick, man.
Yeah, that's a tough. Because I want to tell somebody to bet on Marlon and Davey's too. I don't know.
They're solid everywhere. Marlon's pretty well rounded too.
Yep. My brain compartments and brain departments are fighting each other on who's going to win.
Yes. Yep.
I don't know which one's doing it right.
Your chips are fighting each other, eh?
Fuck. Tim Means, Danny Roberts. This is exciting. I haven't seen Tim Means in a hot second.
Yeah, I think Tim will take it.
Nah.
I think
Nah.
fuck it, dude. Just go with
His man, like nothing against him. He's fucking great, but his chin ain't what it used to be. I don't think he's a favorite here at all. That's for sure.
What? What's up with this card?
He's the money maker, man. You're just afraid of making money.
You scared of making money?
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, I regretted being scared of it.
Oh my god.
In the past.
I'm sorry. I just looked at the other guy's record.
Yeah. Wait.
Holy shit.
No, Tim Means. Yeah.
No, not Tim Means.
Oh.
Just for the next one. You want to move on to the
Are you
next
talking
one?
about? Yeah.
Alexei Olenek versus Sergey Spivak.
What's going on with this card?
What's wrong with it?
Well, Sergey's he's gonna win. I don't think Alexei stands a chance.
Oh, you think this is fucked up?
I think. Didn't this happen to Alexei last time?
This is Nick. Like Nick is like you're a fan, but like even somebody that like hasn't watched it from childhood could be like, hey, this is kind of fucked up.
Like
that goes to show that it is kind of fucked
Alexei, didn't he get beaten up by a kid last time? This is like the second or third time I'm going to see him get beat up by a kid, man.
Yeah,
he will. Man, Alexei Olenek, he's going to pull out an Ezekiel choke when he gets mounted.
Unless he gets a choke, unless he gets a choke in the first minute of the first round, I don't think it's going to happen.
You guys keep telling me this guy used to be great, and he's lost every fight I've seen him in.
A choke is more likely for Olenek in the later rounds.
He was in the top 5 in the division. He was like about to get a title shot at one point, and then he just started losing.
A submission is more likely in the later rounds, in my opinion.
But yeah, Sergey's gonna beat him. It is what it is. Like
it is what it is.
Maybe, I don't know what the odds are, but man,
he might. I mean, if you just look at it, like if you don't account for age, let's just assume Olenek is not that old. That's a fucking fucked up record.
Yeah, if you're comparing him to a turtle.
This guy has like 14 fights. Olenek's got like almost 80. He almost has 80 fights, bro. Like let's look at it in that perspective now. Maybe you could
there can't be
maybe
anybody.
You guys can't keep telling me this guy used to be a badass.
Look at he has more wins.
Look at his fights.
Can you do 59 wins in that division?
Yeah, honestly, the ratio is still pretty good.
It's really good.
Not bad.
It's as good as Sergey's almost.
Yeah.
Like the win-loss ratio, it really is.
No, so his is a 1-6 and his is a 1-4.
All right, not that far off. Wait, yeah, I guess you're right. But still,
if you were just to be like a logistics guy, you know, you could probably put in
60%, 40%. Yeah, that could flip.
You could probably put in some chips for your boy Olenek.
If Olenek wins, it flips right away. I think. I don't know math.
I think
if Olenek wins, he's still at he's still at he loses a quarter of the time, whereas Sergey loses 1 out of 6.
Dude, Olenek's
dude, I do Common Core math, and you're wrong.
All right, well, I use the metric system in America, so I'm on some other shit.
That only means you're fancy.
All my shit's wrong. None of my cabinets can close.
Fuck. That sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Olenek's gonna make a run for the title after this.
Nice.
Okay, so
nice ballsy prediction.
He's gonna have like 10 more fights.
You know what? If Olenek wins, both of these guys. Listen, both of these guys. I can see them destroy each other and feel no obligation.
I'm so curious as to what Olenek's training camp looks like. Like, is it a bunch of like physical therapists?
I think it's a lazy boy, and there's like a bag sitting next to it. He just hits every now and
then does ground game. Just like,
he's choked out enough people. He doesn't need practice. He's just got a couple watermelons down there. He just cracks them.
No,
just to keep himself fresh.
To simulate skulls that he's about to crush.
Yeah.
So, okay, so it wasn't just those two, though. Okay, what I was going to say is I'm excited to see Chang Sung-young and Danny Gay.
This is fucking
Korean Zombie.
This is going to be so good. It's like
this is so weird because Danny Gay just came off of like one of the fastest knockouts, right? Mm-hmm. He like knocked out this. Who did he fight last time?
Ige.
He was supposed to fight Ryan Hall.
Yep.
Last card,
and
then Ryan Hall got injured, and so someone else swooped in. and got knocked out in like 10 seconds. It's fucking insane. So Korean Zombie has some fucking things to worry about here because he gets hit, man.
Yeah,
Korean Zombie gets hit.
I think Ige is going to be the favorite. I think Ige will win, just because he's just improving like every single fight in a faster pace than I see Korean Zombie. He's been back
at
and
an
forth
unusual pace.
Yeah.
Okay, Gavin Tucker. He knocked out Gavin Tucker in
That's
20,
right, Gavin Tucker.
Yeah,
I mean,
22
come
seconds.
on, dude. Are you kidding me?
22 seconds.
That dude's a fucking monster. So I think it's going to be a bad night for the Zombie. I think he's gonna.
Oosh, man. He beat Edson Barboza. He beat. Oh my.
Yeah, Ige is nothing to fuck with.
Oh man. Yeah, he's got some
I had to
fucking
go
demons
with
on his kill list.
I guess it's just beyond Dan Ige and Diego Lima. I'm just not that zazzed for this card. I mean, I always remain that, you know,
It's not the most zazzy looking, but I think it will.
Something could always go
perform,
crazy. You know, no one. The funniest and best moments of the last card, no one could have predicted.
Yeah.
You know, the fireworks never come when you're expecting them.
That's the beauty of it, bro. That's why we watch.
So, you know, I remain to be zazzed, but I don't know, I'm not zazzed for this card. It's going to be a good one, though.
We'll get you zazzed.
I'll
We'll
zazz
get you
myself
zazzed.
up a bit before.
All right. Well, we're fucking zazzed. I hope you guys are zazzed. We're zazzed that we have some awesome listeners. We got about 20, 30 of you guys that are always here. We see you. We appreciate it. You know, and everybody spreading the word. Anybody that's doing that, that's like everything. So we appreciate that shit. So keep it up. Keep listening if you want to. If you don't, we understand because we fucking suck, kind of. So yeah. You guys got anything before we get out of here?
Send us your complaints.
Yeah, bitch, all you want. We don't care.
Yeah, like unsubscribe.
I just want people to talk to me.
Like unlike everything. Like
Stop.
don't
No.
like anything. This is reverse psychology. It's gonna work. We're gonna get more subscribers. Do not subscribe if you're thinking about
No
it.
such thing as bad press. Tell everybody we are the most terrible.
Listen, look at what everyone else has been doing for 20 years. They've been telling subscribe. You know what? On this channel,
Unsubscribe.
You don't gotta subscribe.
You don't need it.
There's no such thing as bad press. Tell people that we're racist and we donate to Al Qaeda. That we support Gaddafi.
And then when we get deleted, that'll be our excuse.
Yeah,
So,
we were too honest.
Yeah, yep. Hell
Too
yeah.
harsh.
Thanks, guys. Tune in next time.
Yeah, we're zazzing out.
Yeah.
Zazz.